Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Dianne Wiest, a quiet force of grace, depth, and mastery for more than 4 decades. Dianne Wiest has stood as one of American cinema's most quietly brilliant performers, a woman whose luminous warmth and emotional precision have given life to some of the most unforgettable characters on stage and screen. Known for her collaborations with Woody Allen, her sensitive dramatic roles, and her ability to balance vulnerability with quiet steel, Wiest has crafted a career defined not by flash, but by artistry. Early life and the road to the stage. Dianne Evelyn Wiest was born on March 28, 1946, in Kansas City, Missouri, to a family that encouraged both academic rigor and creative expression. Initially aspiring to become a ballet dancer, she later fell in love with the theater during her time at the University of Maryland. Wiest's talent quickly became undeniable, and she soon threw herself fully into acting, studying, performing in regional productions, and carving a path toward a professional career. By the 1970s, Wiest had become a respected presence on the New York stage, working with the likes of Joseph Papp at the New York Shakespeare Festival and earning acclaim for her ability to blend wit, intelligence, and emotional nuance. Hollywood breakthrough and award-winning Glory. Wiest's transition from stage to screen blossomed in the early 1980s. But her defining breakthrough came through her collaboration with director Woody Allen. Their first pairing in Hannah and Her Sisters, 1986, resulted in one of her most celebrated performances, a tender, layered portrayal that earned her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. She would go on to win a second Oscar for Bullets Over Broadway, 1994, playing the dramatic, self-absorbed Helen Sinclair, whose famous "Don't Speak" line became iconic. Through roles like these, Wiest proved she could shift effortlessly between comedic brilliance and aching sincerity. Beyond Allen's films, she built a diverse portfolio that included Footloose, 1984, where she played the supportive and compassionate mother. Parenthood, 1989, showcasing her gift for emotionally rich family drama. Edward Scissorhands, 1990, where her turn as the kindly Avon saleswoman Peg Boggs endeared her to new generations of audiences. The Birdcage, 1996, delivering impeccable comedic timing in a star-studded ensemble. Her work has consistently demonstrated an empathy and gentleness that make her characters feel deeply human. Later career, television triumphs and continued excellence. In the 2000s and 2010s, Wiest brought her subtle emotional intelligence to television. She earned praise for her role as Nora Lewin, the district attorney in Law and Order, bringing moral depth and authority to the long-running series. Later, in HBO's In Treatment, she delivered one of her most powerful dramatic performances, playing therapist Dr. Gina Toll, a complex, introspective figure whose calm exterior concealed great emotional weight. Wiest has also returned frequently to the stage, proving her unwavering commitment to the craft. Whether in classical theater or modern dramas, she remains a performer of exceptional range and gravitas. A legacy built on authenticity. Dianne Wiest's legacy lies not in blockbuster spectacle or celebrity sensationalism, but in the quiet confidence of a true character actor, one who elevates every project through presence alone. She has built a career rooted in truth, detail, and subtlety, offering audiences characters that linger long after the credits roll. With her profound sense of humanity and her unwavering dedication to craft, Wiest continues to embody the essence of great acting, the ability to illuminate everyday life with honesty, compassion, and grace. The art of subtlety. A performer of deep emotional intelligence. One of the hallmarks of Dianne Wiest's career is her extraordinary ability to convey complex emotions with the slightest shift, a softening of the eyes, a hesitant breath, a quiet pause. Unlike actors who rely on grand gestures or dramatic flourishes, Wiest works in the delicate spaces between words. Her performances often feel lived in, as though her characters have been inhabiting the world long before the camera began to roll. Directors often praise her for her instinctive understanding of character psychology. She rarely overplays. Instead, she draws audiences inward, encouraging them to fill the silence with their own emotions. This rare talent allows her to create portrayals that resonate on a deeply human level, championing women's voices and authentic stories throughout her career. Wiest has gravitated toward roles that explore the nuanced interior lives of women, particularly those who are often overlooked or underestimated. Whether portraying a weary mother, a neurotic actress, or a quietly suffering professional, she brings dignity and depth to her characters. In interviews, Wiest has expressed the importance of representing women authentically, especially those in midlife and beyond. Hollywood's tendency to sideline older actresses has long been a barrier. Yet Wiest has continued to break through with powerful performances that challenge industry norms. Her resilience and commitment have made her an inspiration to younger actresses who seek longevity and artistic integrity over fame. Memorable collaborations and working relationships. While her partnerships with Woody Allen brought her widespread recognition, Wiest's most memorable work spans a variety of filmmakers and actors. Tim Burton, who trusted her with the emotional heart of Edward Scissorhands, admired her ability to ground fantastical stories with warmth. Ron Howard, who directed her in Parenthood, praised her ability to elevate comedic drama with sincerity. Barry Levinson, who cast her in The Birdcage, appreciated her flawless comedic rhythm amid an ensemble of larger-than-life personalities. Gabriel Byrne, her co-star in HBO's In Treatment, often spoke about her mastery of quiet tension and interior conflict. Each collaboration underscores her versatility and her rare skill in bringing authenticity to any genre. Awards, nominations, and accolades. Beyond her 2 Academy Awards, Wiest's trophy case reflects a career rich in recognition: 2 Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actress, 2 Golden Globe Awards, 2 Emmy Awards, including 1 for In Treatment, multiple Screen Actors Guild nominations, a Drama Desk Award, and Obie Awards for her work on stage. Despite these honors, Wiest has always remained modest about her achievements. She often attributes her success to the writers and directors who trust her with emotionally rich roles. A private life rooted in simplicity. Unlike many Hollywood figures, Dianne Wiest has maintained a notably private life. She adopted 2 daughters, Lily and Emily, and has often spoken about how motherhood shaped her understanding of compassion and vulnerability, qualities that permeate her best performances. Wiest is known for her humility and her preference for quiet living over Hollywood limelight. She chooses roles based on emotional truth rather than commercial ambition and has repeatedly emphasized that she simply wants to tell stories that matter. Influence on future generations. Dianne Wiest's legacy extends far beyond her award-winning performances. Acting students study her scenes for lessons in restraint, authenticity, and emotional grounding. Directors seek her out when they need a character portrayed with uncommon depth. Fellow actors consistently describe her as generous, patient, and insightful, a performer who listens as intently as she speaks. In an entertainment industry often driven by spectacle, Wiest stands as a standard-bearer for subtlety. She reminds audiences that the most powerful performances aren't always the loudest, they're the ones that feel true. Enduring impact. As Dianne Wiest continues to work in film, television, and theater, she remains one of the most respected and beloved figures in American acting. Her influence is quiet but profound, shaping the craft through her unwavering dedication to authenticity. Whether playing a gentle suburban mother, a deeply wounded professional, a flamboyant stage diva, or a therapist wrestling with her own demons, Wiest brings a rare presence to every role, one that audiences carry with them long after the story ends. The stage is home, a lifelong commitment to theater. While many audiences know Dianne Wiest primarily for her film and television work, theater has always been her artistic home. From her earliest days as a young performer, the stage offered a discipline and intimacy that shaped her craft in lasting ways. Wiest has often described theater as the actor's medium, a place where character, voice, and truth must be discovered night after night without the safety net of editing. She has performed everything from Shakespearean tragedies to modern American dramas, earning particular praise for her work with the public theater and in off-Broadway productions. Critics have long admired her for the subtle power she brings to live performance, her ability to make small moments feel monumental and monumental moments feel deeply human. Her stage work includes celebrated interpretations of roles such as Beatrice in Much Ado About Nothing, Emily Dickinson in A Woman of Independent Means, Mary Tyrone in Long Day's Journey into Night, Kate Keller in All My Sons. In each performance, Wiest reveals the same quiet mastery she brings to film, a deep emotional literacy, a reverence for language, and a willingness to expose fragility. The power of stillness, a signature technique acting coaches and scholars frequently point to Wiest's work as an example of how stillness can be more powerful than movement. She allows a character's inner life to surface through silence, hesitation, and thoughtful listening. Her performances rarely seek attention, instead, they invite attention. This technique is particularly evident in roles like Peg Boggs in Edward Scissorhands, where her gentle stillness becomes a source of safety for the title character Helen Buckman in Parenthood, whose quiet moments speak volumes about exhaustion, strength, and maternal love. Dr. Gina Toll in Treatment, where her restrained exterior masks years of emotional complexity. Acting students often study these scenes for lessons in emotional economy, how to convey truth without excess. A champion of authentic human stories, Wiest's career choices reveal a deliberate pursuit of meaningful storytelling over commercial spectacle. She has repeatedly turned down roles that lacked substance, preferring characters who reflect real human struggles, loneliness, hope, moral uncertainty, parental devotion, artistic insecurity. Her filmography includes numerous roles that explore the emotional landscapes of everyday people, particularly women in transition or crisis. Through these portrayals, she has helped shift Hollywood's understanding of what female characters can look like: intelligent, sensitive, imperfect, resilient, and endlessly complex. Resilience in an industry with limited roles for women. As Hollywood gradually began offering fewer roles to older actresses, Wiest remained vocal about the challenges faced by women in the industry. She acknowledged the difficulty of finding substantial, well-written parts, yet she never abandoned her commitment to the craft. Her willingness to speak honestly about these struggles, not with bitterness, but with pragmatic hope, has made her a respected figure in ongoing conversations about representation and equality in entertainment. Even during quieter periods in her career, Wiest continued performing on stage, taking teaching roles, and pursuing creative projects that kept her connected to her art. Her perseverance serves as a powerful reminder that artistic integrity often matters more than visibility. A persona defined by humility and warmth despite her towering reputation, Dianne Wiest remains known for her humility. Co-stars frequently describe her as approachable, thoughtful, and free of ego. She listens deeply, supports fellow actors generously, and treats filmmaking as a collaborative art rather than a personal spotlight. Her off-screen life reflects the simplicity she values: time with family, a love of reading, and a preference for private reflection over public attention. She has often said that fame never interested her, only the work. Cultural impact and enduring relevance. Wiest's characters have had a lasting cultural presence. The gentle suburban mother in Edward Scissorhands became a symbol of compassion amid strangeness. Her Oscar-winning Helen Sinclair in Bullets Over Broadway became a comedic icon. Her emotionally rich roles in Parenthood, Hannah and Her Sisters, and in Treatment continue to resonate with audiences exploring themes of family, trauma, and psychological complexity. Her performances have inspired countless actors, from emerging talents to established stars. Many cite her as proof that great acting isn't about dominating the screen, it's about revealing truth through restraint, empathy, and understanding. A living master of the craft. Today, Dianne Wiest stands as one of the most respected performers of her generation, an actor celebrated not for flash or controversy, but for craft, dedication, and quiet brilliance. She belongs to a rare class of artists whose work feels timeless, whose influence spreads subtly, and whose characters remain unforgettable for decades. As long as audiences continue to value authenticity, nuance, and emotional honesty, Dianne Wiest's legacy will remain secure. She is, and will always be, a master of her art. A voice that resonates. The musicality of her delivery. One aspect of Dianne Wiest's talent often overlooked is the musicality of her voice. She speaks with a rhythm that seems born from poetry, soft, warm, and naturally expressive. Her dialogue never feels memorized. Instead, it flows as though she is discovering each word in the moment. This quality is especially evident in her comedic performances. Wiest understands timing not as a mechanical beat, but as breathing, letting humor rise organically from character truth. In Bullets Over Broadway, for example, her line readings transform even simple phrases into unforgettable comedic gems. Her famous "Don't Speak" is iconic not because of volume or exaggeration, but because of her timing, tone, and theatrical flourish. In drama, this musicality becomes something intimate and vulnerable. Her voice can carry exhaustion, longing, or quiet joy with remarkable subtlety. Few actors can communicate emotional history in a single spoken line the way Wiest can. The emotional architecture of her characters. Wiest builds her roles from the inside out. She has described her process as layering, finding the emotional core of a character and then gradually adding gestures, motivations, contradictions, and private fears. As a result, her performances feel authentically lived rather than performed. Many of her characters share a kind of gentle resilience. Women who appear fragile on the surface but possess a deep, unshakable inner strength. Others carry a bittersweet emotional complexity, hope and disappointment interwoven. A few examples: in Hannah and Her Sisters, her character's loneliness is balanced by an aching desire for connection. In Parenthood, she portrays a mother whose quiet sacrifices reveal an immense well of love and sorrow. In Treatment, she embodies a therapist who has spent a lifetime helping others yet struggles to confront her own emotional wounds. Wiest's ability to construct psychological architecture, motivations, emotional contradictions, moral conflicts, makes each character feel profoundly human. Mentorship and influence within the acting community. Throughout her career, Wiest has often served as an informal mentor to younger actors. Many performers who worked with her early in their careers have spoken about how she guided them with gentle insight rather than instruction. She frequently encourages actors to trust silence.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.